welcome you to Rockingham, North Carolina for race number 6 of 2026. It's time for the running of the North Carolina Education Lottery 400 presented by Black Tires. We're here at Rockingham and it's time to get the engines fired. Let's go trackside and let's get the command. Fire up the engines for today's race.
Drivers, start your engines.
Engines are fired. Cars rolling off here from Rockingham, and last time we were here was back in September, and since then we've had a repave. Denny Hamlin is on the pole for the day's race, trying to get his second win of this season. Can that happen today? He's never won at this racetrack since its return in 2022. We did not have a race here in 2024 due to the hurricane. We came back last year. Like I mentioned, we had a repave since then. It was a quick repave, so hopefully everything's going to be all good in today for the day's race, and I think it will. Two Joe Gibbs cars are going to lead us to the green flag. Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell are going to lead them to the green flag, and the green flag is out. We're racing from Rockingham. Coming down in the first lap, and it's going to be Bell by just a half a nose over Denny Hamlin. Hamlin's going to have it on the outside right there, but Bell's going to be on that inside. And what we've really seen here in the past, the top lane is the preferred lane. This car is going to plow up the racetrack in the corners. You can see there Bell's going to plow up to the middle lane, and that's kind of the the characteristic of this racetrack, as Denny Hamlin's going to lead that lap. Bell's going to close in, nearly making contact with his teammate. Now he's going to go to the inside, going to get a run. See McDowell, who started for today, his best effort in qualifying this season. He's going to make contact, nearly some contact there. Bubba Wallace in the back end of the car. He's going to keep the car going. And then we're 3 wide right here, 3 wide in the middle. 3 wide in the middle, goes McDowell. Wallace, oh, Wallace is in the outside wall. Larson into the wall as well. 4 wide there for a second. We keep it straight. Keep it straight there. There's Riley Herbst in the 31 days, and Morales Bowman is going to be out for the next 3 races, including this one. He's going to slide up and through the middle. It's going to allow Kyle Busch to get a run on that outside lane and get around him and Keselowski. Keselowski's going to be on that inside lane. Keselowski really is going to be on that inside lane right there, trying to make something work out of it. Herbst, though, going to make something happen as Carson Hocevar in front of the 85 car, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch now going to go to the inside. Going to have to back out of it. And we've seen so many close calls with these cars today. Sliding to the racetrack, really making contact, and I'm surprised no one's gotten spun out because of it. There's Keselowski in the Consumer Cellular number 6 car, and being outrun by Riley Herbst today. Back, Justin Haley, Connor Zilisch running alongside the 16th Justin Haley. Zilisch won last week in Atlanta, and his first career Cup win today, running inside the top 20s. Of course, wants to be running up front, and I think obviously we're going to see him up front more this season, and obviously up front more in his career. It's kind of trying to get past those growing pains to start off the season. Tries to go to the inside. Side-by-side battle for the lead once again. Bell gets that lap. JDR cars just going at it. Hamlin's going to have it on the outside, but he's going to have to back out of it. That's going to allow Bell to get the run and get the lead so far, but Hamlin's going to get the run on the outside. That's going to allow him to get the run. Bell's going to slide up the racetrack once again, and he's going to lead this lap. Believe Bell. It was Bell. Bell led that lap. Wow, that was still so close. Blaney gets past McDowell for third. We're still up front for the leads. Oh, Hamlin's going to have to back out of it. Hamlin's going to lead that lap. Hamlin's going to get that lap. Ford Hamlin. Bell's going to be on the inside again. Hamlin once again is going to drive. Coming up on lap traffic, Hamlin's going to clear out in front to the lead, and the first car looking to go lap down is 67 of Corey Heim, and really I don't think we expect Heim to be back there, and towards the back to start off here. But there he goes. Heim goes one lap down, and Chase Briscoe, who just has had an abysmal weekend, he's going to get lapped by his two teammates. Oh, trouble! Trouble ahead. That is Sheldon Creed blowing up in the 21 car. Oh, he's going to lay oil all over the racetrack, some fluid all over the racetrack, it looks like. We're going to stay green so far. That's going to allow Blaney, the third place car, to get reeled into these top two. And oh, we got a caution out on racetrack due to fluid out in turns 3 and 4, and was well down the back straightaway. First caution of the day. So they'll try to get that cleaned up as we're going to have some pit stops here. This is more than likely going to be a one-stop race from what we can see. So this will probably be these drivers' only stops of the day. So let's see, you know, who's the big winners, the biggest losers on pit road as they get the speedy dry out there and down the back straightaway in turns 3 and 4 to dry up the track. There's Daniel Hemrick in the 16, Carson Hosfar as well, Chris Buescher down there. Getting worked on to his race car. Chris Buescher, the winner 2 weeks ago in Phoenix. Buescher up there in points, up here in points, outside the top 10, and he's going to lead the pit lane and service done to his race car. Bubba Wallace as well, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, the race leaders come in, and they'll get service done to their race cars. Yeah, I believe they will still keep their lead as there is 16, 17 laps complete in this race. And we're going to take a break here. You guys are watching NASCAR on Speed. Well, welcome back to NASCAR on Speed from Rockingham, the North Carolina Raceway, or which was North Carolina Raceway at one point now, since it's rebranded back to the Rock. And Christopher Bell is the race leader here. 18 laps. We're on lap 18, about to get 19 laps completed, and you can see they're going to lap all these guys, and they're going to go to the front as we'll get our first restart of the day after caution on lap 15 for Sheldon Creed, laying some fluid down on the racetrack. Christopher Bell's our race leader over Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, and you can see there only the top five cars are going to be left up here on the lead lap. Eric Jones will be the first car one lap down, as they're going to double up down the back chute right here. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see what this top five is going to do. If anyone outside this top five eventually later on in the race, if we get more cautions and they get back up here, are they going to be in contention? Will they have more than just five in contention for the rest of the day? That's a really good question. I think some people are going to have watching this. It's a question that I have too. As we get the restart, green flag back in the air. Blaney's going to get a good restart on the high side with a bit of a run and a push from Kyle Larson. Here comes Blaney to the outside. Blaney's going to go on that outside for the race lead. Hamlin's going to go up high in 5th place. Larson's still going to be right on Blaney's tail. Blaney's going to have the edge right there. He's going to be in the preferred line, and Ryan Blaney to the lead, and Blaney's going to lead that lap. I believe Larson got second right there over Christopher Bell in the 20 car. Larson won here in the fall when we were here last, and he's trying to go 2 for 2 at this racetrack. Blaney trying to get his first win of the season. It's been almost a year since he's won. And there's Kyle Larson, made the final championship for last year in NASCAR history, did not win the championship. He's looking for championship number 2 this year. I mean, it's kind of early to start talking about the championship since we're only on race 6 of the campaign. But you know, it's never too early to speculate here. Look at Bell. Gonna be right up to his bumper. Gonna try to move him out of the groove, and that's classic Rockingham stuff. You're gonna see these guys just get to the back bumpers and try to move these guys up the racetrack. That's one of the main ways you can pass at this racetrack. It's not like any other ovals where you just can pass on momentum. It's mostly just gonna be whoever is gonna be the most aggressive. Bell's gonna be aggressive right there on all over Larson, and we never really see Bell be that, but we never really see Bell be that aggressive, and the fact that he's being aggressive right now is just kind of shocking. Bell right there, still looking on the inside, still trying to, oh man, he's trying to close in. He just wants to get around Larson. These two guys kind of been somewhat of rivals, friendly rivals throughout the years, you know, in dirt racing at NASCAR. Larson's going to slightly drive up the track a little bit more, and like I said earlier, these cars, they run tight, they plow up tight, and they just like to go to the outside here. There's Eric Jones, first car, one lap down. A great run for Jones, though, running in 6th place. Eric Jones. We really haven't seen him run up front all year long, and the fact that he's running up here in the top 5 and he's trying to, you know, get up and pass maybe Ryan Blaney, get his lap back. And here's Denny Hamlin, the last car on the lead lap, and Denny Hamlin, winner earlier this year at Phoenix. Here's the battle for second. It's still continuing pretty much. It's still continuing. There's Bell, and Bell, I mean, always going to still be on his bumper, still running all over Larson's back end. But Larson just holding his ground. Larson just holding that second spot over Bell, and Bell just needs to play better offense. And here comes Bell to the inside, and maybe he's going to get a run, but no, Larson, I think Larson is, you know, on the gas more going into the turns, and Bell just lets off earlier than Larson. That's what I'm trying to say here. But Larson, he doesn't back off right away on the gas. I think Bell does. Reddick and Jones going to be side by side for 6th, though. Looking through on out the field, there is Chase Elliott, defending series champion, mid-20s coming into this race. It's been an abysmal season for Chase Elliott standards, and running in the 20 or running in 18th right now. Just trying to, you know, have a turnaround race, and I don't know if that's going to happen today. 24th, 25th in points. just a bad season. Championship hangovers for Chase Elliott. There's Austin Hill, who's had a terrible season. Last amongst full-time drivers. And, you know, he's just hoping to have a better run today. And he's, well, he's been, you know, all right. He's been there. Hocevar and Riley Herbst going side by side at it. Herbst will be in this car next week, and then we have the Easter off weekend, and Parker Retzlaff will be in that car in Bristol. And then next week in Texas, hopefully Alex Bowman will be back. The 22311 teammates, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick going at it. This is for 8th spot, 8th right now for these 22311 teammates. Bubba Wallace is going to have it over Tyler Reddick in the number 45. Now Bubba Wallace is going to be all over the back end of the 24 car, William Byron. And Reddick had such a good showing last week in Atlanta. Probably could have won, but ran out of fuel on the overtime restart. There's Corey Heim in the 67 car. Heim just it's been having a rough day running in last place. Look at Hamlin going to shove the 71 of McDowell out of the way, and Denny Hamlin's going to go to 4th place. And Hamlin, I mean, just had enough of waiting behind McDowell and just said, get up on out of my way. Take the high road home, kid. Oh, well, they're around the same age. Hamlin's older by a few years. They're going to get around. Oh, 41 to Custer. Custer really going to make it hard right there. And Custer's going to hold up the 71 to McDowell. That's going to allow Eric Jones, well, not to move on by. And here comes Bubba Wallace. That's going to allow Bubba Wallace to try to make a run at 6th spot. Only the top 5. Yeah, you can see there are only top 5 cars running side of the top, or running on the lead lap right now. And these are the guys, the first guys 1 lap down right here, battling it out. Hamlin's easily getting around the slap traffic. Going to get around Gregson. Going to get around the 60 of Justin Haley. And he's trying to go after Austin Cindric, who's in his 2nd race back after suffering the concussion that he had in the Daytona 500. Yeah, and he's been taking a little bit to get accustomed again to these cars. Oh, Larson got really loose on the inside trying to get around BJ McLeod. But Ryan Blaney and the Team Penske number 12 still out front, going to get around Cody Ware and Logano are side by side. Ware's going to make a little bit of contact there with Blaney. And that's going to allow Larson to close in. Bell, Larson's going to go on the inside. Foul, 4 wide nearly. They're just still going at it for second. Well, that's been the main battle all day we've been seeing. I'm having a freaking stroke up here. My God. We saw it in the first half of the race before the caution. The 2 leaders, Denny Hamlin and Bell, 2 teammates going at it. Oh, Suarez has to get out really slow. Chastain nearly into the wall. Chastain made it 3 wide, and Chastain got a big run off that corner. No, going to get on that apron. Trouble, 1 car slow on the bottom of the track. That's going to be the 44 car, Justin Haley. Oh, trouble, spin, front straightaway. Carson Hocevar. Oh, and gets hit by Keselowski. Keselowski's going to get damage in that car. That's going to more than likely end his day, as well as Hocevar, who goes for a spin on the front straightaway. Bring out our 2nd caution of the race. First one for cause. The first one, of course, was for debris down on the racetrack. Kind of debris. It was a bunch of oil on the racetrack. This time it's going to be for a wreck on the front straightaway with the 48 car, Carson Hocevar. Let's see what happened. Oh, Hocevar went up the racetrack, and Riley Herbst is right there in that 31 car, and Hocevar, the 48 car, just spins out right off his front bumper. And I believe Hocevar got tight. Then he just goes for a slide down the front straightaway. He's just sliding and sliding and sliding right here. And he's mostly all right until right here. Keselowski just plows right into the 48 car. I don't think Keselowski had any room, any idea where the 48 was. Right there, maybe it looks like the 31 maybe made some slight contact with Hocevar. Nowhere to go for Kozlowski. Didn't really see Hocevar there. Here's their onboards. Bang right there. I mean, kind of a helpless feeling there. So get back, about to go back underway. Gonna be our second restart of the race here in this 400 miler, kind of a 400 miler, but here we go. Blaney Larson gonna be leading us to the point, and that top lane gets another big jump. Green flag back in the air. Good jump there for Hamlin and Blaney right there. Hamlin's going to be on that outside of Kyle Larson, but look at Bell. Here comes Larson, though, on the inside. Kyle Larson's going to take the race lead away. Bell's going to try to make it 3 wide. Blaney's going to have the edge going in the 3. Oh, Larson's going to drive up the track. We know how aggressive Larson can be. Give that lap to Blaney. Blaney leads that lap. Oh, Larson. Oh, he's trying to... Oh, Hamlin's going to get the bumper to his own teammate. Blaney's going to clear for the lead, and Ryan Blaney back to the point in Rockingham. Here comes Bell. Bell's going to have a run on the outside. Watch Bell. Bell's going to get second. Bell's going to go the second spot. Oh, Hamlin makes contact with Larson. Larson got really loose off the exit of a 2 right there. He keeps the car going straight. Bell trying to set his sights on Ryan Blaney. Blaney's going to step out of the groove just a little bit. Now on lap 48 of this race, let's go on board with Bell. Oh, Bell's trying at it. I believe Blaney's beating Bell to the gas right here. Can't really tell. Now that time they're very even. That time they're very even. Look at this. This can allow the third place car, Kyle Larson, to get up into his bumper. Maybe Denny Hamlin. This could be a 4-car battle for the race lead. And McDowell's the only car in the lead lap not inside this hump for the race lead. Here it comes. Oh, here comes Bell. That time he had a pretty good corner exit. He's going to set it on the inside, but no. Blaney's going to have better corner entry that time. And it's all about, you know, hitting the gas at the right time, hitting the corners at the... I hit the mic. Hitting the corners at the right time, and hitting the exits of the corner at the right time as well. And Blaney, he's been slightly better at that than maybe than 20 car Christopher Bell. And here's Denny Hamlin right now running in 5th, and he's just waiting for these 2-3 guys to mess up. He's waiting for his own teammate to mess up. Here comes Bell. Blaney just runs the corner better. He just runs the corner straight up, flat out better. And Bell looks like he's slowing up a little bit more. Larson, the point, he's slowing up more to the point that Larson's catching the 20 here, and Larson's probably going to be faster right here. He is faster so far. And he's going to try to get around him at some point here. We saw it that last lap. This time we're not really seeing it. Although that's what, 3/4 of a car length, half a car length, maybe even less. But Bell's gonna get right back at the Blaney. Blaney's gonna run high. I think Bell ran equal to Blaney. Bell ran a little bit equal to Blaney, but where Blaney really prevails, he prevails going into that entry in turn 3. And where Bell prevails, is going to prevail right here, going down into the entry of turn 1 and right through the middle of turn 2. Yeah, that's where he prevails, and we're going to have a lap traffic, lap car up here. Corey Heim. Now Larson's going to try to go up to the top side. Heim's going to hold up Blaney, and Blaney, well, that ain't going to hold up Blaney. Blaney uses the 67 as a pick and uses him as a side draft to slightly pull away from Bell. It's not going to be too much of a gap to pull away from, but it's going to be something here. It might help Blaney out just a little teeny bit. Lap 56. A few laps away from hitting 20 to go in this race. Laps been going by quicker today at Rockingham. Whoa, Bell got really loose. Bell got really loose out of the corner. You know what they say, loose is fast. Byron running in 6th spot. It looks like he's running in 5th. But he's not. And Byron going into today as the point leader. Larson, he's well been all right. Well, he's inside the top 15, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. I have to go fact check that. More lap traffic. Bell got right into Blaney. And here comes the pass for the lead. Bell's going to get that lap. But Larson, though, is going to be 3 wide on the inside. Larson. Here comes Larson to the lead. Look at Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's going to go to 2nd. Denny Hamlin goes to 2nd place here. Bell the 3rd. Blaney the 3rd now. Bell the 4th. And new leader, Kyle Larson. Nearly making contact with Noah Gregson. Here comes Blaney on the inside of Hamlin. Blaney's going to take 2nd away. Boy, has this been a race or what? I mean, yeah, only 5 cars on the lead lap, 4 cars really contention. There's J.J. Yaley who gets back out onto the track after having some issues. Cindric's going to go another lap down the pit lane, or another lap down. One car that was down the pit lane was a 42 car, John Hunter Nemechek. He exits the pit lane and will rejoin this race as there is Ryan Blaney. I mean, Blaney's been the dominator of the day. And can Blaney just win off of pure speed, or does he need a caution to reel in this 5 car? I don't know. Well, he's going to slightly close in because Larson was trying to use up the 60 of Justin Haley. Oh, Blaney's going to slide up the track a little bit more. Blaney's going to close in. Blaney's going to close in. Stenhouse holding up Larson. Oh, Stenhouse nearly got into McLeod. And Larson just pulls away. Larson, he looks like he just has a better long-run car. Blaney maybe the better short-run car. It's not too terrible of a long-run car. If it was a terrible long-run car, then he probably would have fallen back more spots. But he's still holding the 2nd spot. Still holding ground. Still trying to get up to the 5 of Larson. And the 5, Larson trying to hold off this 12 car. Less than 20 to go in this race. Lap 65. 15 laps to go. 15 to go here in Rockingham. Oh, Blaney nearly got hit by his teammate of Logano. I thought Blaney was going to get loose there, slide up in the 22, and then, you know, maybe spin out, but he kept the car going straight. We've seen a lot of people today have been saving a lot of good car control. A lot of great car control. Chastain's going to go another lap down. He had a pretty good run last week, and these guys that had great runs last week in Atlanta just not having a good run today at Rockingham. They hope to rebound next week in Martinsville. As Ryan Blaney is still leading this race, and we are Ryan Blaney's still leading. Ryan Blaney's led the most laps. Blaney's running in 2nd. Larson the leader of this race, and we take a look at the next 3 Cup races. And you can see there next week we head to Martinsville to end off the month of March. Then we have an Easter off weekend, and then Sunday, April 10th. We had the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Food City 500, and Sunday, April 18th. Oh, trouble! Trouble back straight away. Heim and Gilliland make contact, and we have a caution out on the racetrack. And Heim's day just goes from bad to worse to thus just heartbreaking. And he is going to be glad to get out of Rockingham, Texas, Sunday, April 18th. And I got to make a correction here. Sunday, April 11th is the Food City 500. But let's see what happened here. Heim just went up the racetrack right into the 16 of Hemrick. Comes down in the 38 cars just right there. And head on the wall for Heim. Oh, man. And luckily, 38 didn't have a full head-on shot. His head-on shot was to the back end of Heim. Here they're on boards. Heim just got the bumper pull from the 16 right there. Here's going to be Heim's on board in the 67. From what I can tell right there, the 67 had a pretty big checkup that time by. Going to be a fairly quick caution. Whoa. Larson doesn't know where to go. Cody Ware doesn't know where to go. It's going to be a short dash to the finish, so once we do get the green flag back in the air, they might start the leader in the middle of the pack. That would mess up Hamlin's flow, Bell's flow. That might ruin their races, and the guy that this might benefit the most, it's going to benefit Blaney and Larson the most. The rest of the guy, it might help Hamlin. There's a small chance that it helps Hamlin, but the rest of the guys, Bell and McDowell, their races are pretty much going to be over if they restart like this. All right, Briscoe doesn't know where to. God, these guys don't know where to go. The three wide in the back disputing where to go. They're like, hey, you go there, you go there, and they're going to hold off this restart. They're going to give him another lap to try to figure this out, and they will go green this time by no matter what, I guess. Well, that's going to cause some. That might cause some issues. Potentially cause some issues. I should say. But what's been mostly a good day of racing, and Blaney's going to be starting on that outside right behind the 31 of Riley Herbst. Might be Larson's race, so Zilich there in the back. Zilich trying to find out where he's supposed to go. I think he's supposed to go either in that hole up outside of him, or there's another gap a little bit behind him too. Well, I guess they're just going to let him go like this. Well, Blaney's going to have more lap traffic, so this is definitely going to benefit Larson a lot. Going to be lap 74. 6 laps to go on the restart. Green flag for Larson. Watch this. He's going to move Briscoe up the racetrack. Outside's going to get a run. Blaney's going to get held up. Kyle Larson. Nope, it's not going to really hold up Blaney. Oh, Herbst puts Jesse Love in the wall. Maybe Blaney, Hamlin, Bell have a shot at it. Look at this. Pack-style racing here at Rockingham. Elliott's going to be on the inside. A lot of contact. They keep it straight. More contact with Jones and Elliott. These guys are just going at it. Briscoe in the wall. Bubba. Nearly making contact with Jones. Huge lead for Larson. Hamlin's going to get held up by Jesse Love. That's going to allow the 20 car to go around in third. And this is Larson's race to lose right here. The last win coming at Charlotte back in September at the Roval in the final Roval race. 3 laps to go for Larson. 3 laps to go in this race. The Larson fans, they have to be nervous right now. He won here back in September. Trying to go two in a row at this racetrack. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Larson. He was looking for his first win of 2026. Been a top 5 car all day. This time by, he's going to come around to the white flag. And here we come, white flag, caution! Caution is out. Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Preece, 3 cars involved in a wreck more than likely here. And Larson, that more than likely is going to be an overtime finish. Let's see if they actually did make it to the white, or I don't think they did make it to the white. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what is happening here. No flag in the hand of the flagman. Let's see what happened, or let's see where they were. You can see there clearly right there, that's the caution flag. So we will have an overtime attempt here at Rockingham. Kyle Larson did not make it to the white flag under green flag conditions. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Wallace gets contact from the 29 of Preece, and Preece spins out Wallace going down the back straightaway. Bubba goes for a slide. And Preece hits that wall hard. And Suarez as well in the 7 car gets into it. Suarez kept it straight. He just slid the car a little bit. Well, here we go for an overtime restart. Larson, who has been really good here, trying to go for a 2nd win in a row versus the guy that's pretty much been out front for the most part of the race, Ryan Blaney. Trying to get his first win as well in 2026, and his first win since Dover last April. Here we go, overtime to settle. Larson, Blaney, it's on from the rock. And Larson got a pretty great restart right there. Going to clear in front of Blaney. Everyone else back on the lead lap. 29 cars on the lead lap. This is going to be a good one. Going to be a barn burner for the rest of these positions. The main battle is going to be for 2nd and 2nd on back. Here we come to the final lap. White flag is out. One more time around for Kyle Larson. Blaney's going to edge ahead for 2nd. This is going to allow a battle for 3rd. I think Blaney's going to have a run. Here comes Blaney on the inside. Blaney's going to have a run on the inside. They're going to be side by side. Larson's going to be up the racetrack. Here they come. It's going to be Blaney or Larson. It's going to be a 2-horse race to the line. Give it to Ryan Blaney by a nose. Ryan Blaney wins at Rockingham over Kyle Larson by just a nose. One of the most exciting finishes we've seen there. You see, wow, that reminds me of the 2004 finish when Matt Kenseth won it over Casey Kane, who was a rookie at the time. Let's see what happened right here on the final lap. Blaney just runs a better line right there, going off of 2 and down in the 3 and 4. Just drives it to the inside. Larson gets way out of the groove, got out of the gas. Larson gets a run, though, to make it closer, but wasn't enough. Ryan Blaney wins the race. And it's his first win in 32 races. 32 races since he's last been to victory lane. Dover, April 2025. And watch this right here. By a nose, or at least half a nose at the best. 2nd closest finish in the history of Rockingham. 2nd behind 2004, I believe. I'll have to check, but that's unofficial. But Ryan Blaney's going to come and burn it down for his first Rockingham win. It's Ford's 2nd win this year. And I'm sure Blaney has the most laps locked down in this race, so that's going to be good for him. Of course, they don't award any extra points for that. Man, Blaney just came back and won that race. That's overtime. That caution, that's what Ryan Blaney wanted. And what we saw right there, Blaney he's had the best car all day long. He's had the best car. And I'm truly glad that the best car won. Larson had a good car too. Gonna go with the dragster burnout. 5 or 6 races, 5 different winners. Joins Byron. Byron, a 2-time winner this year, joins Byron, Hamlin, Busher, Zilish, and, well, now Ryan Blaney. Winners in 2026. As Blaney's going to drive that car down the pit. Oh! He hit the barrels going into the entrance there, and he's going to... Well, I don't think that's the right way. It might be. No, it's not really. Oh, well, it's an opening. And Blaney's going to drive to victory lane here at Rockingham. Look at all these fans hyping him up, pumping him up. Yeah, he's taking the scenic route to victory lane. Oh, boy. What a race. What a race. One of the raciest races you could ever race. No, man. Blaney's in victory lane.